In today's video, I'm in need of a major source of wood, so I'm going to be turning this into a very busy lumber camp, plus something a little extra underground, which will be very useful for me. Last time we transformed this village with all of these farm fields, and I couldn't be happier. I love how it looks, but this time we are going to be going off in the distance into the forest, way over there, and building something that I need. I need a lot of wood, so I need to build something deep underground, but I'll build something on top as well. Technically, I'm going to be building a sawmill. However, since I'm going to be digging a lot underground as well, look at my pickaxe. I need mending. I need to grab mending, and that means I have to go to a village and turn the librarian into a mending librarian. There is a library in this village, but it appears no librarian. I've got a couple unemployed ones, and I am going to... well, you're not going to be the one, but I need to trap one of these guys inside a house. I've trapped the villager, so time to grab this and break my axe. Apologies for the inconvenience, sir. I just built this in here so I can keep you in here. And this is going to be your lectern. And you've got quick charge. Now, I don't need that. However, I am actually kind of lacking in one thing. Emeralds. I need emeralds, and we do have a farmer. I am deeply concerned because overnight the farmer went missing. I can't find him anywhere. I have a feeling he fell into a cave, possibly down here, but I'm not sure. Oh, that'll be bad. I was counting on him, and yeah, he's gone. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to convert probably you. I'm not so sure I need the cartographer very much. Ah, this is bad. How odd. You used to be a cartographer. Well, you are going to be a brand new farmer. You do not have a wheat trade. Okay. So I want to get this guy to have a wheat trade, so I can trade wheat, because there's plenty of wheat around. And no, you're stubborn. No, you're definitely stubborn, aren't you? Okay. This should be it. Nope. And there we go. So let's see how many we can get. And that's about it. 8. Okay. Well, we did oh, you got pumpkin pie. You got apples. Well, I can get apples from you. That's good. Okay. Let's make sure you don't follow me. Let's close that. Just, I don't care. And I don't see any other villagers around. Looks like... yeah. So I have trapped 4 villagers in different buildings. This village will be redone in the future, and I just want to keep these villagers nice and safe. I will most likely be breeding them in here as well. So I need to grab some more wheat and continue trading with this guy. I've got 18 emeralds, so my goal is to get this guy a mending trade at less than 18 emeralds. This might take a while, but I have been lucky in the past. Well, there's mending, but it's 38 freaking emeralds. Nope. We're gonna go lower. And 12 for mending. Oh, you better believe I'm taking that. Okay, so that is gonna go on this pickaxe. But before I do that, I want to get to level 30. Because at level 30... I'm going to be able to enchant my pickaxe with an enchantment table. So I will probably do a little bit of fishing. I may have just done something silly. I put mending on the fishing rod. I don't really have a very good way of getting any XP in this area. So I'm going to do a lot of fishing. However, looking at this, Efficiency 4. I need to get myself back up to level 30. I'm going to do a whole bunch of fishing because I do want to get an infinity bow as well. Hold on. Let me look. First of all, if I put this bow in here, what do I get? Flame. No. I don't think so. Okay. Let's do some fishing. Here we go. Back to level 30. Lots of fish. 4 lily pads, which I put in. And it's time. Let's go enchant this pickaxe. I already know what I'm getting. Well, as far as one enchantment goes. Efficiency 4. And that's all. Okay, I was hoping for a bit more. Let's see, what will we get with the shovel? Another efficiency 4. Okay, good. I am going to make an axe as well. Let me just see what the bow gets. If it says infinity. Power 4. Right now, I need the tools done. So let's focus on that. Back to do some trading. Let's see how much we can get. But, oh, carrots too. I've got so many carrots back home. What was the price? 12, right? It was. All right. So I'm going to get 2 of these, which is perfect, because I want to put it on the shovel and the axe. And I think that's good for now. So, back home, let's get my levels back up so I can enchant both of these. All right, let's get it on. Mending. Perfect. So I'm going to go and do some fishing. I'm going to get this thing mended up. On second thought, mining for nether quartz is probably a lot faster. So let's use up this pick. Hello. Let's make sure I don't hurt you. Okay. I'm hoping that I get a good amount of XP with this. Back to the overworld. This is about as good as I got. 28 and look at this. My boots are not doing well. I am going to have to get some diamonds eventually. Back to fishing. I found the spot where I was planning on building the lumber camp, but let me take this down because I found a better place as I was exploring. Now, one of the reasons is there's a massive cave system under here, and I'm worried about what I'm going to be doing underground. But this spot, this little area here, I would like to place it here. Plus we have this river nearby, so that can be useful. And I like this spot here. So we're going to place it down here. Let me grab a crafting table. And I got to get to planning this spot. And this also includes cutting down all these trees, because they got to come down. So this is what the sawmill size is going to be. And up here, I would like to just lower this hill down a bit, because I would like our main office slash kitchen slash bedroom, you know, for the workers. And they're going to be able to just walk down some stairs into there. So, first thing, of course, that I want to get built is the sawmill itself. Looking around here, just to get a little bit of perspective, that side of this river, or I guess this is kind of a fjord, not exactly sure. There's a lake over there. That is a different kingdom. So that is an area I will build in the future, although I'm not sure if I'll build in this forest. But that is the direction. Like that mountain right there is right by the village. So we are not very far away from the village. And going on in this direction, just right behind this hill is, of course, our Circle C. So we are very, very close to water on this side as well. Cliff City is going right over there. Now, there's one thing that I hate, and that is building without a shelter. I actually want to get this done first before I move on to the sawmill. Pillars are going up. And unfortunately, I keep hearing a baby zombie. There's a cave under here, and it's really disturbing. I hate that. As I need to dig down underground for the actual tree farm. So I hope I'm not going to encounter a cave down there. Here's a quick sample of what the wall's going to be looking like. It is a little bit run down. This is an old lumber camp, and I still hear zombies. I am in trouble. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, I do need to go back to base. I mean, the village. Ooh, those guys just appeared out of nowhere. Also, sunset's coming and I don't have a bed with me. Whoops, I left it at the lumber camp. I'm back at the lumber camp, hopefully alone. I don't see anyone, at least not anymore. But I did do a bit of work getting some beds, so I'm going to have some in here. Close that, because it's creepy out there. Now, actually, I need my crafting table, so we're going to be doing, hopefully enough inventory space. Not really, but... Let's make a couple of yellow beds, huh? And a couple of blue beds. This might look odd, but you'll see. You'll see what it'll be. I'm just doing some bunk beds in here, and it's interesting doing this. I need to put something down so I can actually put this in here. So here we go. There we go. And we got beds. Just can't walk under there. Ooh, the room's a little bit tight now, but we got bunk beds. Can actually sleep in these. I'm gonna have to give myself a little headroom up there. Anyways, let's get the rest of this structure done. It's gonna be very similar, but we'll have an interior to do as well. The basic structure is up. It's very simple looking, but that's what it's supposed to be. Very simple. They're not building... Okay, that was a cow. I thought that was a pillager for a moment. Not again. So yeah, it looks like it's run down. This lumber camp is not the best kept. They're good at cutting wood, but they're not good at building. Added a bit of a staircase, and I'm running out of wood. And you know what? I need to not dig, but I need to chop down a bunch of trees down over to the road. I can't talk. Yeah. And, yeah, sleep again. I think I'm going to add a little bit more on these as well. Alright, working on the roof here. Got a bit of an outline here. And this is really different from what I usually do here. Usually I have a different color throughout, but I am doing this entirely out of spruce. I usually don't like to do monotone colors, but considering where we are, this is appropriate. So I'm just going to finish this roof and see what we got. And the roof is done. Just need to fill in those little gaps there, and structurally it's finished, except for the windows. It is a very basic looking structure, but again, that's what I'm looking for with this. Ceilings are done. This is the bedroom, and in here too. It's a little bit different. I went with slabs here instead of stairs. Usually I do stairs, but I like how it looks. Chimney is up, and apart from lanterns inside, it's pretty much done. So I've added some bookshelves here, which will be used, of course. Just one painting. We got this, a little bit of storage. And there's a desk. Kind of a little thing, but yeah. And that's about it. Next thing I gotta do is work on this. I'm thinking that before I get to work on this building, you know what? I need a lot of spruce wood. This is what I got. I want to keep on cutting down these trees because this is supposed to be a forest. I need to have a way to get down and dig a nice big cavern. And I'm thinking I'm going to have it over in this back corner. It's going to be out of the way. And, yeah, so I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do it on camera because who wants to watch someone digging? So I'll do it on a live stream. Alright, so I've got the planting surface area done here. It's a little bit uneven because spruce trees are wider. And I need to dig down now. I don't have much space in this end, but that's okay. I really don't need much space. So I need to go down because this has to step down with water flow. These guys always seem to interrupt what I'm doing. And they're just walking around and around and around. And I don't need them here. So please go away. I am nearly done with some things down below, but I am out of wood. Now it's time to get to actually working on the collection system. Very, very simple. Just go down here. I'm going to put in a double chest here, and I would like to put this here, so we can still open that. Go way back up here. It's going to be a bit of a drop, so ouch. There we go. And grab the hopper. I have only 3 iron left, which is not good. There we go. So all that I need to do now is fill in all of the water. This is going to take a little while. I need to go all the way back and grab my buckets. Unfortunately, the pillagers are outside. All right, I'm going to start off with a bit of an infinite water source to begin with here. So I can grab that and that. Let's get these corners going here. So that should flow all the way down to there. Perfect. As should this. And there we go. So now I'm just going to get the rest of this layer done. And this is the center, right? Yeah. So we'll go here, 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 and so on until we get everything completely flowing how I want it to. That's perfect. Just doing the last little bit here. Fighting against the water flow here. Alright. This should be it. And the water is flowing very nicely. And I forgot to bring the saplings. I guess I'm going to go back and then plant them. It's very simple to plant. Just do this. And this is going to be completely manual in terms of harvesting. But the collection system will collect any saplings and sticks and things like, well, apples. Apples is one thing. So, birch is on that side, spruce is going to go in the middle, and then oak is on the far left. Well, I won't get any tall oak trees, which is going to be great. Let's get the basics of the sawmill done while we wait for things to grow down below. So, this back side, I would like this to be shorter. So this is up to 2, 3, 4, and let's go 5. All right, so 5 up. And I'm not exactly sure how high this one is going to go. I would like it to be higher than that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, but we'll see. And here we go, fall damage. And look at my boots. Do the same over here. And then we'll see what's going on down below. And will you look at that. Look at all this. It's all growing. Very nice. I love it. And that one is actually right up to the limit. And that roofline worked out perfectly. The heights of the logs, great. But I need more wood. I need more logs because I've got a lot of logs to put in here. And I thought, why not test this thing out for the first time? We've got plenty of trees growing right now, and we'll see what happens with all of the stuff that falls off the tree. Of course, I mean saplings and stuff, you know. So, just going to chop these all down. Alright, everything was chopped down. We're seeing decay now. Oh, one fell in there. Ooh, that goes fast. Nice. I do have some saplings here I should replant. I think one fell down here. Yeah. Alright, so just replant all this. I'll have more growing up. Oh, that was perfect. I want to see how much we got down here. I did leave the other ones in there. We've got 29 now. Ooh, nice. I like this. This works. As I'm doing the roof here, I am adding a bit of character to this. You see, I'm not going to be using just spruce, because if I do, then it's going to look pretty plain. I'm adding the oak simply because these could be newer pieces of wood, right? And these were replaced much more recently, so that they will, of course, stand out. And I think this definitely gives it a more realistic kind of texturing, instead of just doing like random spots or oak. That's less realistic. We want patches, right? Now that I've got the roof done, I'm going to get started on the floor. Here's a sample of what I'm going to be doing with the floors. There's going to be some boards missing. This is an old sawmill, so it is kind of falling apart in places. And of course, we're having some of these lighter colored ones as well. So let's get the whole thing done. Just one thing, this middle one right here, I am not going to do anything special with this because it's going to be covered. The floor is all done now. The walls are going to be a little bit different, and well, again, I'm going to have the same type of wood, but I think I'm going to put in some stairs just to make it look a little bit rundown. Apart from just the stuff up there, this is mostly done. So this is how it looks. Of course, all of the equipment needs to be put in here, as well as some storage and shelving. I'm going to get to work on that. The full structure is done. We just have to do a little bit here. This is where the logs are going to go in. And we've got a bit of a doorway here so you can get back here, because this is kind of all cut off from the rest of it. And this is where all the logs come out. Demand for wood, for fencing and building walls around villages is up since the appearance of these undead creatures recently. We don't feel very safe here with no security. One of those green-skinned fellows tried knocking down our door, but we took care of it with axes. So the sawmill part is going to be interesting. I'd like the saw to be in the middle. Now, what I'm going to be doing, let me just make sure I've got this in the right spot here. I'm going to be placing an oak fence here and placing a stone cutter here. So that's a little bit high, isn't it? It's going to have to do. But anyways, I'm going to continue putting fences along here. This is mostly not going to be seen anyways, so it is going to be seen a little bit. But I want to put in a bunch of slabs along here. Nope. You can't do that. There we go. So, kind of think of this as like a roller going along. And the log would be on top. So this part moves back and forth and goes along the side of this. It's really hard to do this in vanilla Minecraft. But the rest of the way, and we're going to go right out to here, going to be putting in trapdoors like this. So this is where the rollers go on top of. And get this in. This last one in here. Okay. Now, about the sides, I've got these trapdoors. So every second one, let's start here, gonna be like this. So it's not gonna be the whole thing, just to give this a little bit of an interesting look here. And those guys are back. Oh crap. Okay, the sawmill part is finished. That's looking good. It's about as good as you can get in vanilla, as I mentioned. But I got a bit more decorating to do in here, like shelves and other things like that. But most of all, lots and lots of lumber sitting out here. Now we've got logs being ready for cutting, and on the other side we have already cut wood. So this is a pile getting ready to go out, and I need to build a cart here as well. Well, I got the wheels up, and I think what I'm going to do for the axle area is just put this in like this. Same with over here. And the rest of it is going to be trapdoors going all along here. I'd say I have the cart done here. Going to have seating here for a couple people, and this is going to attach to a couple of horses. Not exactly sure how. And yeah, there we go. This is pretty much done. These go down for unloading, of course. And yeah, I added a few slabs in here as well, just to give it a little more or less blockiness. All right, so I'm going to fence in a bit and make this look a bit better. We're almost done. Pillagers made away with our lumber cart. Not only are they terrorizing Savoria, but they're stealing from hardworking people like us. We don't bother them, so why do they have to bother us? We're going to have to be armed at all times. Just a bit of fencing for the lumberyard here. It's not a lot, just to keep things from going over there into the water. And I think now I'm just going to finish off with all the decorating. That includes a little bit of shelving. I also need lanterns, and I am extremely low on iron. I gotta go mining. So doing a little mining, we got these guys coming in. Yeah, I need the XP too. There's a creeper up there too. So, I do have a bit of a vein here. I've probably gone over this before, but I hate it when I see those guys. All right, let's do a little more. I made a pretty good haul. Look at this. I got a whole block of raw iron there. All right, so I'm gonna just smelt this up, and you know, I wish I had fortune, but I don't. Eventually I will. And we are done. So let's take a look at this in shaders. And I really like how it turned out. So I got some lighting around here, which is great. Now I think we're going to have to take a look at the house first. Or I guess the lodging here. Got a little bit of a campfire here just for sitting around at night, you know. Come on in here and we'll take a look. And with shaders, it gives it a bit more of an interesting look, doesn't it? The bedroom here, very small but cozy, which is nice. We'll come back and take a look at this in a moment. So coming down here, of course, we've got all of the logs ready. They are coming out of the forest over there, and they come in to here. So right onto the sawmill, and this part here is supposed to be the movable part, not this part. So this will slide along and go over the saw right there. I love how that turned out. And looking at it from this angle, looking great, I think. Okay, so out here, of course, it all comes out here. Oh, now I gotta clear this out too. We don't need this here. Got the lumber here and the cart ready to go. And that is our lumber camp. But of course, who can forget this? Right down here, see how things are growing? Oh, it is very, very grown. All right, so let's take a look at the book. This is Savoria Lumber Camp Log, 19th of Renewal, 2948. Mud from the winter melt has slowed down the logging. Demand for wood for fencing and building walls around villages is up. Since the appearance of these undead creatures recently, we don't feel very safe here with no security. One of those green-skinned fellows tried knocking down our door, but we took care of it with axes. 28th of Renewal, 2948. Pillagers made away with our lumber cart. Not only are they terrorizing Savoria, but they're stealing from hard-working people like us. We don't bother them, so why do they have to bother us? We're going to have to be armed at all times. We have axes, but they often outnumber us, and they have crossbows. We will be building a new cart. This will hurt business. The lumber camp is all done, which means next time we are moving back to the village, and we're going to be building the mine. Let me know if you have any ideas for an abandoned mine in the comments below. World Download is now available for Gold Tier patrons and channel members, but there will be one available at the end of the season for Iron Tier. If you want to join along with this adventure, then please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.